Hey guys, I just want to demonstrate how to clean up a picture just a little bit. I'm just going to go through and just kind of give you some ideas about what was done. This picture originally was about 1.5 inches wide and a couple inches long. I was able to, in Photoshop, to enlarge it to an 8 by 10. First, in order to do that, you have to understand the pixel ratio. So typically a picture you can't see beyond about 300 dots per square inch. So when you scan a picture, if you plan to enlarge it, you need to figure out how big you want it to be. So this one I knew I wanted to be an 8 by 10. And if 300 dots per inch is original quality, then I need to multiply. So let's say 1.5, we'll say 2 inches. 2 inches into 8 inches. 4 is 4, so I need to multiply 4 times the 300 dots per inch. So I would need to scan the image at 1200 dpi, which I did. And then I was able to enlarge the image without creating a lot of artifacts to an 8 by 10. I hope that makes sense. So that was the first thing that I did. Second thing that I did was I cropped the image and I got rid of these edges. The way that I got rid of these edges here, I simply took what's called a healing tool. Well, actually, let's go back a little bit. I took a paintbrush and I selected the area around here. Let's go back to this background. And I've got one called Dust and Scratches. I'll show you before and after. You can see the quality. But simply create a duplicate that you can work on, and then you can mess with that without ruining the original that you might have to go back to. So I took a paintbrush, enlarged the brush, and created a soft brush instead of a hard brush, and then simply selected that background and was able to paint. And we'll take the opacity up a little bit. So I'm going to simply, it looks like the sky because we selected a color from the sky. In this case, it's such scattered imagery, it really works well to do it this way. And then I went in with fine detail and cleaned all of this up with a brush that had an opacity, so it blurred the scratches and the dust. And I used a smaller brush. Then I went and took the healing tool right here, and we zoomed in on the faces and did some cleanup. And there's some good websites out there that actually teach you how to do this, but we're quickly able to get rid of artifacts that we know don't belong there and clean some things up. So that gives you an idea. I did it with a lot more detail, of course, so when we look at the new one, we can see that things clean up much better. As a matter of fact, let's get rid of this little artifact. We'll enlarge the brush a little bit. Oh, I'm painting on the wrong one. Let's go one more time here. Let's go back. So you get the idea of how this is done. And it's a much cleaner picture than that original picture was. So this was a tiny little photo, and now I've blown it up to an 8 by 10 with the proper scaling and how I scanned it. Then was able to do some quick cleanup. I then exported it as a JPEG and was then able to go to familysearch.org and add a picture. Once I added a picture, and you can see how to do that, they show you, just click on the photos. Once you've logged into Family Search, it's free. Click on photos and add the picture. So I added the picture, and then I want to add people. I've already added Doris D. Armstrong. I'm now going to add Grandpa Hoot here, Harold Morford. I click on the picture of him. Once I have the People tab selected, and I do, and I'm just going to put Harold Morford and say Add New Person. And click on this exclamation mark here. say link to the family tree. So now we'll do a search for him. And this ties everyone else in that wants to see pictures, and it associates properly. Morford. Say find. And that's him right there. Select it. And now when we click on the picture, it has two people tagged. Doris D. Armstrong, Harold Terrell Morford. And that's it. And now this picture's been, I've shared it in my area, but it's been associated, and others who are related can come and see this picture and have access to it. And this is probably how I'm going to share it. Have a good one. Love you guys. Bye.